First, I'm going to give you some idea of what the country is like. This is an aerial view of the New Guinea jungle. As you know, it's one of the few unexplored territories left in the world.
Looks pretty rugged, Velma.
It is, Jim, and magnificent. Not far from here, our plane crashed.
You and your husband were fortunate to get out alive, Mem Saab Powell.
Yes, we never would have, though, Kasim, if not for Qatari.
Who's Qatari, Mrs. Powell?
I'll show you.
Wow! That's the wildest-looking native I ever saw.
He should be, Skipper. He's king of a tribe whose culture dates back to the Stone Age.
Sort of a lost tribe?
Yes. You can imagine how Craig and I felt when we first regained consciousness after the crash and found him bending over us.
Must have thought you were goners.
But we were wrong. Because we were the first whites he'd ever seen, and because we came out of the sky, he thought we were gods, brought us food, nursed us back to health. And through it all, we were never able to exchange a word with him.
There was no need, Mem Saab. Human kindness is a universal language.
You're so right, Kasim. Before we parted company, he made me a gift. A present. His necklace of giri shells. Craig snapped this just as he was placing it around my neck.
Giri shells?
It's a special kind of seashell, Skipper. Natives like Qatari, who have never seen the ocean, place great store by them. Here it is.
It's kind of pretty.
Yes, and more than that, it proved a lifesaver.
How do you mean?
Well, when Craig and I were trying to find our way back from civilization, we encountered several hostile Aborigine tribes. But one look at this, and they let us go on our way in peace.
Sort of a safe conduct pass, eh?
Exactly.
I notice you keep it under lock and key.
I've had to, Jim. There have been 2 attempts to steal it.
How come? Why should anyone want to steal a necklace made out of seashells?
I don't know. They are no great value. Yet, before we left New Guinea, a man by the name of Pike tried very hard to buy it from us. He offered us a great deal of money, too.
And you refused to sell it?
No. Craig and I had already decided that one day we'd return and make a motion picture record of that Stone Age civilization. That necklace was to get us into Qatari's country safely and out again. As it happened, Craig died before our dream could be realized. Nevertheless, I feel I owe it to his memory to go through with it. That's why I've come to you, Jim. I can't handle such an expedition alone.
What is it, Saab, Jim?
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Jim, you still haven't answered me. Will you head up this expedition for me?
Sure, Velma. Craig was one of my oldest friends. It would be a pleasure.
Thanks, Jim. When do we start?
First thing in the morning.
Me too?
It is said that a week of travel is worth a year of study.
In that case, we better all go. But be sure you wrap up his school books.
Of course, Saab, lest our little excursion to Melanesia prove dull.
Melanesia? I thought we were going to New Guinea.
Melanesia is but another name for that group of islands of which New Guinea is a member. Come, I'll show you. The Melanesian group consists of the islands of Fiji, New Caledonia, the Solomons, New Hebrides, and New Guinea.
Where's our jumping off place, Mrs. Powell?
A little coastal town called Dorado.
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, I guess that does it.
Don't suppose you carry ice cream, do you?
Sure thing, son. Morton Trading Post carries everything for the explorer. There you are. What's the matter with him?
He's an explorer, too.
Oh. Where are you folks headed, may I ask?
Inland, to the very center of the island.
What? Beg pardon, Mum, but that's unexplored territory. No place for a woman. Don't you agree?
I might, but I don't think it would do any good.
No, not the least bit.
But I've heard a rumor there's a blooming bunch of savages living in there. What?
Not rumor, Mr. Morton. Fact. I've seen them.
Sure, the chief's a friend of hers.
A friend?
A close friend, you might say. He's going to welcome us with open arms.
Well, I hope you're right. Explorers have that habit of going in there and never being heard of again.
That's a habit we plan to break. Say, where can we hire some porters?
I don't know. There's a boy named Moga and maybe one or two others fool enough to go in there with you. But
Send them over to the hotel. I'd like to talk to them.
Anything you say, sir.
And send us stuff over, too.
Yes, sir. And good luck to you.
Thanks. On treks into the unknown, you can always use it.
Moga.
Yes, Turnpike.
I need a little favor. There'll be plenty pigs and chickens. Savvy?
Me savvy, Turnpike.
Okay. Come on, I'll tell you what I want you to do.
Take a look at that, Skip.
What is it, Dad?
Iguana.
Iguana?
Such is the name given by men of science to that particular species of lizard.
Lizard? Looks like a baby dinosaur to me.
You're not far from wrong, Skipper. Many believe the iguana to be a relic of the Stone Age, existing today just as its ancestors did thousands of years ago.
Like Katari and his people?
That's right.
Stone Age lizards? Stone Age men? How about that, Tamba?
We better keep moving. We've still got a long way to go. Better than halfway. Another full day's march should put us into King Katari's territory.
I hope we can locate him and his tribe.
Don't worry, Mrs. Powell. They'll locate us long before we see them.
How do you mean, Skipper?
The animals and the birds will signal our approach.
Not to mention our campfires.
In that case, I think I'd better polish up our passport.
Might be a good idea.
Put the camera equipment in this tent. Then you and your boys can turn in for the night. Today's lesson is not to be found in the fire, little Saab, but in the book.
Oh, gee, Kasim. Couldn't we make believe that today was a holiday?
You celebrated Lincoln's birthday 3 times this week already. I would suggest you start reading. Aloud.
The Melanesians are most purely representative by the Papuans of the New Guinea, who are thought to be of the same stock as the natives of Africa.
That's one of the things I hope to prove with my films, that Qatari's people are the true descendants of the Africans.
But how could they get here? Across all that water?
That's one of the mysteries of the world. How descendants of the same race can be found on different continents.
Could be there's water where the Indian Ocean is now.
He's got the necklace.
Tamba, come down with that. You heard me.
Shame on you, Tamba, stealing a lady's necklace.
Better take care of this, Velma. Tamba has taking ways.
So I see.
Good boy, Moga. Good boy.
Turnpike pay penny pigs and chicken?
Pretty soon now. Tell me, how far is it to Qatari's village?
Penny not far.
I say, I want you to take me there as soon as it gets light.
Mogo afraid.
We've nothing to be afraid of, Moga. This little trinket will practically be an honored guest to the village.
Turnpike certain.
Positive.
But it's gone.
Tamba?
No, not this time. Someone cut through into my tent to get to it.
It must have been one of the porters. They seem to have made off with our supplies as well.
Lucky they didn't take the camera equipment. But why? Why would they do this to us?
I don't know. But I found that whenever a native acts badly, there's generally some white man behind it.
Jim, without the necklace, what'll happen to us when we run into Qatari's people?
Don't you think Qatari will remember you when he sees you again?
Yes, I'm sure he will. After all, he presented me with the necklace.
Then I think we can take a chance on it.
You mean go on without food or supplies?
Sure, we'll let the jungle supply our needs.
What's he trying to say? Jim, these look like Qatari's people.
You recognize any of them?
No. But I'm sure. I can tell by their body paint.
We come as friends.
There's one word they ought to recognize. Qatari. Qatari.
They know the name, Saab.
Yes. Qatari friend. Qatari friend.
Looks like they want us to go with him, Dad.
We've no choice. Here's hoping they take us straight to King Qatari.
You've simply got to make him understand we're friendly.
It's no use. I've already tried every dialect I know. I just can't get through to him.
Hulu Manavanda.
It's Moga and a white man.
Saab Pao. The stranger wears your necklace.
That's Joe Pike. He's the man I told you tried so hard to buy the necklace from Craig and me.
That's right, Mrs. Powell. And if you had agreed to sell, you'd have saved me a lot of trouble.
What's the game, Pike? Why did you get Moga to steal the necklace?
That's my business.
Well, I'm making it mine.
You're in no position to threaten anyone, least of all me. I have an idea my friend Keenu here has some pretty drastic plans for you.
Go to Dubaladinga. Kinu asks why you come here.
Dad, Mulga can make him understand.
Tell him we come as friends. And we demand to be taken before his king, Katari.
Go ahead, Mugger. But first you'd better tell him that Katari is dead.
Dead?
Died about 3 months ago. Kino's a new boss around here. Fortunately, he and his people think that Katari gave me the necklace.
But that's a lie.
Maybe so. Only you can't prove it.
Moga, tell him that King Katari gave the necklace to me.
Forget it, Mrs. Bell. Moga works for me now.
Look here, Pike. There's a woman's safety at stake, not to mention the boys. At least let Mogo tell Kinu we came in peace.
All right. But I don't think it'll do any good. Tell him.
Hula Bendinga, Bora Doka. Bala Ulu.
Why did they imprison us? Moga told them we came in peace.
Evidently, they weren't interested.
If only Katari were still alive.
Well, we had that necklace.
I still can't understand why this man Pike went to such lengths to acquire it.
I think I'm beginning to. Come here.
You mean he stole that necklace just so he could get in here to trade?
It's what he's trading for. Look close to that tray beside Kino.
Diamonds.
What they look like.
Jumping catfish. They must be hundreds.
So that's why. Pike must have found out that the natives had a fortune in diamonds. In order to get in here safely and trade for them, he had to have the necklace.
That's the way I figure it.
In that case, we can't count on any help from Pike. He'd sooner see us dead than free to tell the outside world of his discovery.
You're right about that.
They're certainly putting on a show for Sub Pike.
I'm afraid they're working up enthusiasm to deal with us.
If only there was some way to prove to them that Katari gave that necklace to me and not Pike.
If.
Wait a minute. There is a way.
How, Jim?
That slide showing you and Katari. It's back in our camp with the projector and the rest of the equipment. Once we project it, these natives will see for themselves who Katari really gave the necklace to.
The only thing is, will they let one of us out of here long enough to go back and get them?
We can't risk asking permission through Moga.
We won't. I've got a plan. We'll put it into work as soon as it gets dark.
Maybe we better forget about projecting that slide and just make a run for it.
We'd get caught before we traveled a half mile. Showing them that slide's our only chance. Goes clear, Cassim?
Yes.
I'll get back as fast as I can. Meanwhile, try to rig up some kind of a screen.
Okay, Dad. Be careful.
Okay, son.
Brace out. They will not keep dancing much longer.
Been gone a long time. Do you think something's happened to him?
Don't worry, Mrs. Powell. Dad can take care of himself. Anywhere.
Here, set it up as fast as you can. What are we using for a screen?
Cassim's shirt.
They're coming. Is everything ready?
We'll be in a minute. Keep your fingers crossed.
Stick.
Moga, tell him it's a trick.
No time, Pike. King Katara come back to punish Moga.
Nonsense. Go on and tell him.
To let Tuan Pike go. King Katara demands it.
Donna Mari Katare, Lau Lau Abana.
Well, that's the film. How do you like it?
Fine. It reminds me of being back in New Guinea again.
No, I like it better here.
We wouldn't be here if Cassim hadn't given us the shirt off his back for a screen. Next time I go, I'm taking a real screen.
Do you still have the necklace, Ma'am Sub?
Yes, they're in my shoulder pack. It's gone.
I know where. Tamba! Tamba! Tamba, you don't need a passport to travel in the jungle. This is your home.